Thank you for your support for my work. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon if you haven't. Also hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. And let me know what you think of the video in the comment section below. Lastly, please share love of this content with the world. Oh, by the way, you can read the timestamp inside the description below and follow me on social media. Arigato. I would love for you to break down your new hot single, Already Over You, and show us how you wrote it.
Well, Already Over You, again, is co-written by Parrice Smith of Grammy-nominated multi-platinum selling group AZ YET. And he, even before he was with AZ YET, he's been with other groups like Levert. He's worked with Boyz II Men. He's written songs with people like Tank, Joe, just lots of different people. So he's very seasoned. He was actually mentored by Boyz II Men. He was signed to them when he was very young. And he's just an amazing artist, songwriter, and vocalist. He's a very brilliant vocal arranger as well. So a lot of the vocal arrangements and harmonies that you hear on this project and on this song, he's responsible for all of them. And so we got together, and he's such a veteran writer that I wrote lyrics down. I took the concept to him. He listened to the track that we had that we got from Map Style. We actually started with Map and ended up having Tyrese Jones do it again for the US version. And so we just kind of sat down and vibed to the track. We had talked about, he wanted to talk to me and talk to me about some of my experiences and things that I was trying to express in this song. And so really he's responsible for this beautiful hook that you hear. And I wrote the majority of the lyrics for the verse. And we kind of just started writing based on the experiences that we talked about. And he was so good at expressing what I wanted to put forth and get across to people in this song. So we just kind of had a vibe session to the music. So this song was written to the music. A lot of people will write lyrics first and come up with melody first and then compose music to it. And then conversely, people will have music done and then they will listen to the music and begin to write to the song. So this was done sort of in a combination. I had written some lyrics down for a concept that I had. We got the music, we sat down, had a vibe session. He wrote the hook, and he can write a hook in like 5 minutes. He's so amazing. And so he came up with the hook, sat there. I was writing lyrics, getting that together in my head. And he sang the hook to me. I sang the verses to him. And then we kind of just collaborated on moving things around and just making sure everything was in its right place. And then it happened so fast. This song was written in like a day, and we both have home studios. And so I was actually at Ink Cartel Studios, which is his studio. And we just started putting down the backgrounds. He came up with the vocal arrangements, the harmonies, and I just laid them down one by one. So all the backgrounds you hear are me. I don't have anyone else on the backgrounds to this song. So it was a really fun, expressive experience, and it was really easy. It's very easy to work with him. So that's kind of how it went with this song.
Right. When you work with a perfect partner, it's easy and effortless. It's like a magic.
Yes, exactly. And we make a really, really good team. I mean, he can write all on his own. I can write songs on my own. But sometimes when you collaborate and have a meeting of the minds with someone else, you can really create something beautiful that has both of your vibes intertwined in it. So I just had a really great experience working with him, and we continue to make more music together for this project.
I know you're already a great songwriter, but by working with him, anything new that you learned as far as songwriting?
Absolutely. I continue to learn from him. When it comes to songwriting, you have to be, and it's not just the lyrics. Anyone can write lyrics down, okay? Anyone can write a poem. Well, maybe not anyone, but it's very easy to sit down and write a body of work, whether it's a soliloquy or a short poem or just some lyrics that come out of your head. Some people are just good at writing. But when it comes to structuring songs, what I learned from him is less is more in songwriting these days in the current market. You don't have to be very wordy with with what you write. It's best to try to express what you're trying to say in the smallest amount of words possible. So that's one of the biggest things that I'm learning from him, is because I'm a very wordy person. I can just write, you know. So in working with him, sometimes he will pull lyrics out, you know, and say, you know, we really don't need to say all of that. We don't need to be that specific. Let's just use a few words and then leave the rest to the listeners to fill in, you know, because everybody can relate. You want to make it so everybody can relate to the song, and the less words you use, the more relatable it will be to people, because they can put it to whatever memories or experiences that they're having. The more specific you get, the more you make it about you and your specific experience. So the less words you use, the more relatable you make it to your audience.
That's fantastic. People can find your music on your website and Spotify and all other platforms.
Yes, it is on Spotify. However, it's being sold through my website. You can purchase my new single, Already Over You, and future releases as well. I'll be posting sneak peeks to upcoming songs. You can find a lot of information about me there. If you just want to check me out on social media, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at S Payne Music.
Great. Okay, so Steph, this is going to be the last question.
Okay.
What advice would you give to your 20-year-old self?
Advice to my 20-year-old self: take your time. Life goes by so fast, and before you know it, you're 20 years older at 40. And a lot of times as a young person, we feel we need to rush into things. We need to get things done right away. We think we know it all. And so we make hasty decisions at that age. So the advice that I would give to my 20-year-old self is take your time, be observant, be calculated with your decisions. Take some time to think about what it is you're doing and what you want to do. Write your plan down and execute your plan. And that's the best way to meet your goals, is to have a plan, to write the vision, as the Bible says. I'm a Christian, so the Bible says write the vision and make it plain. So I would advise my 20-year-old self, and to any other 20-year-olds, young people that are watching, write your vision down. Write it on paper. There's something about expressing it on paper versus just typing it in your phone. Something about putting pen to paper. I still write on paper. Write your vision down. Write the steps that you need to take. Write the goals that you need to accomplish. Set short-term goals, long-term goals. Do something every day towards those goals. Make sure you accomplish something every day, whether it's sending an email, making a phone call, handling whatever business you handle for that day. Go step by step and execute those steps and goals until you reach your destination.
Excellent, excellent. Amen to that. 99-cent store.
Yes. You wrote it, and you write it with a pen. That is amazing. That's awesome. Perfect.
Thank you so much, Steph, today.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. And much success to you. And until we meet again, sayonara.
Sayonara.
Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell to get notified about new videos of Songwriters Room, or my new music, or Japanese series. Thank you for watching. Arigato. Sayonara.